Nicholas is here as a guest because he is not a vegan. So I want him to give his honest opinion about the food, being that he's not a vegan. Hi, I'm Carmen, and this is a Miscellaneous Vegan, where I share little R&R recipes and reviews. And here we are in Cadence restaurant, vegan restaurant down here on East 7th. And I have a special guest with me. Come on in. I have Nick.
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing today?
Yes, he's here with me. We're going to go in now to have a nice dinner, a vegan dinner. Are you excited?
Yes, I am.
Yes, so we're going to be back with a review for you guys later, okay? See you later.
Later.
So it's really cold out here, so we're gonna give you the review of the restaurant indoors, okay?
Cool.
Like I mentioned earlier, we're gonna give you the review here inside because it was really cold today. So I'm gonna first start with the entrance of the restaurant. So when you arrive to Cadence, there's gonna be it's gonna appear like there's two doors, but there isn't, because they have a sister restaurant. I don't remember the name of it, and I forgot to take video. But their restaurant is the specific door that I'm walking into now. I'm gonna clip a video of it. So when you enter, there's like this little space, and then there's a curtain, and the curtain is separating the entryway and the restaurant. When we arrived, our reservation was for 7 o'clock. As soon as we arrived, there was a table available for us. The ambiance is really cute. I like that it's very cozy, and I like some of the decorations. I love the table. It's like marble tables. I like the little candle to make it, kind of romantic setting. They have some booths at the end. There's 2 huge booths at the end, and then there's like several tables in the middle. But the location is small, right?
It is.
It's very small. So if it's a huge party of 8, then you would have to make sure to make a reservation and then call ahead to see if your table is ready. Why do I say that? Because the waiting area is literally inside the restaurant. There's like this little space. People are coming in. The door opens in. So if you're standing behind the door, you're gonna get hit when people come in, because no one is expecting that. Once you get to the restaurant, you're expecting to open the door and you're walking into the restaurant. The space is very small. Yeah, it's a con for us.
Small, crowded.
The next part I want to discuss is the restroom. I always go to the restroom when I go to a restaurant. There's only one restroom. It's a unisex restroom. It's a tight restroom. The same type of ambiance that the restaurant has, the bathroom has. So the issue with the restroom for me is that there's only one. So I had to really hurry to use it because there was a line forming behind me. And then I forgot I had this on, which is a jumpsuit. So I have to zip this completely off. I have to take it basically off and use the restroom. You have to use the restroom fast, considerate of others. And the next item on the list to discuss is the food. Nicholas is here as a guest because he is not a vegan. So I want him to give his honest opinion about the food, being that he's not a vegan. So what did you think about the food, hon? So start with what we had. So the first thing, first meal.
So the first meal we had was the jerk mac and cheese. So the jerk mac and cheese was okay. I mean, I thought it was gonna be spicier because it is jerk, but jerk is really spicy. It wasn't. It was like mild. The mac and cheese wasn't really cheesy. Yeah, it wasn't really cheesy. It was more sweet. It was sweet, right?
Yeah.
It was more sweet than jerk than cheesy. Yeah. It was okay.
Right.
I just wasn't what I expected. I wanted it to be closer to mac and cheese, like regular mac and cheese. But I said it's vegan mac and cheese, but it was a little different from what I expected.
Right. So I also agree with Nick. I'm a vegan, but I really liked it because it was tasty. But when I hear mac and cheese, I'm expecting to see some cheese. And maybe the cheese was like in the jerk sauce, and it was like that watery type of cheese because that's what it was. I didn't see any like cheesiness. It was juicy.
It was juicy.
Right. It was like macaroni, the noodles with jerk sauce because it wasn't mac and cheese.
Exactly.
I'm gonna be honest. It wasn't mac and cheese. Mac and cheese, we all know what that is. Even when you see a vegan channel that makes mac and cheese, it's cheesy. So there was probably cheese, but I don't know what type of cheese they use. I honestly don't. But you know what probably it was is that they were making like, I don't know, maybe everything from scratch. But even if you make things from scratch, you can make a cheesy mac and cheese.
Yes, I'm thinking, exactly. You've made vegan mac and cheese.
Yeah, and it's been cheesy.
Yeah.
And he's not a vegan and I'm a vegan. Not to say that it was bad. It wasn't bad, right?
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad, but it wasn't mac and cheese.
Yeah.
They should name it something else. Because they use the macaroni noodles. They should probably use another noodle. Like,
I don't think, even if they do use a different noodle.
But they shouldn't call it mac and cheese. They should call it something else. Like, they could use panini noodles and say jerk paninis. Because that's what it was. It's just noodles with jerk sauce and some form of whatever cheese they use. We're being honest. So you can be the judge of it when you go, if you go. I would recommend for you to go to try it. Let's move on to the next item on the menu.
That's our opinion.
Right.
Next item on the menu was the
fried oyster mushroom sandwich. Right? Because it wasn't a burger, it was a sandwich, as the waitress said. So we both ordered the fried oyster mushroom sandwich.
I had the barbecue.
And I had the buffalo.
Yep.
I liked the sandwich. It was really delicious. The buffalo, for me, it was like the best vegan burger I've had. Usually when we go to restaurants, I'm gonna pause there and let him talk about his burger. Go ahead.
No, actually, no. My burger was really good. It tasted good. It was just, I don't know, if you could add a clip so you could see it. It's a little messy, when you hold it, try to get the mushroom to stay in there. Just to balance it out, But it was good. It tasted good. Everything was good. The sandwich was great. It was just too messy trying to hold it, and too messy for me. That's all.
Right. The burger was a little messy. It was like, I'm gonna be honest. That burger it was the best burger I've had, but it was the messiest and most troublesome burger to eat. There was a lot in the burger. So then it was like all the sauce was, as soon as I picked it up, all the sauce was dripping everywhere, and it's like making me look like I don't know how to eat a burger. Like,
is it a burger or a sandwich?
It was a sandwich. Okay, but whatever, a sandwich, a burger. Like, I've never had so much trouble trying to eat a burger.
There was a lot of work trying to balance it and keep the mushrooms in there.
The sauce, but it was so good. For me, the buffalo fried oyster mushroom sandwich was really good. But you said, tell them what you said in the restaurant. Tell them the truth.
I can't remember what
the camera's on.
I can't remember what I said.
You want to be like, it was good.
No, no, it was good. It was just too messy. That's the only problem I had with it. It was just too messy. What I said.
What you said in the restaurant. And you sent me a text. Were you out to pull the receipts?
Oh, what I said. Oh, well, no. I sent you that text only because No, when we had the cornbread.
Oh, okay.
That's when I sent you that text.
All right. Okay, so let's get into the next meal. Was what he said was we ordered a cornbread. The cornbread was well presented. I love that it came in a small miniature cast iron skillet. The little butter in the middle. It was drizzled with something. I'm not sure what it was, and it came with a side of peaches. I like the cornbread, but tell them how you feel about the cornbread.
I did not like the cornbread. I understood that it was vegan cornbread, but based on the fact that I've had regular cornbread versus the vegan, and I've had her vegan, she's made vegan cornbread before. That cornbread at the restaurant, it had like a bitter taste after. I didn't understand why it was bitter after, since it was just cornbread.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I like the cornbread, but it did have like an aftertaste. I'm not sure what it was. I'm thinking maybe it was the baking soda. Because sometimes when you put a little bit of too much baking soda in something, it leaves like an aftertaste. But I'm not sure what it was. And you could tell that it's vegan because as soon as you cut into it, it crumbles.
It just fell apart, yeah. I tried to cut it with a knife, nice slices.
Yeah, but that's why they put a spoon there, because you have to scoop it out because it's vegan. You know, a lot of vegan baked stuff doesn't stay together that well because it doesn't have.
I mean, I understood that. I didn't have a problem with it falling apart. I mean, it's like cake. If cake fell apart and you ate it, it tastes good. It's okay.
I don't know. It reminds me of this guy at my job that when I brought the vegan cornbread, and I was like, I made that, and he was like, oh, that's vegan, and he's like, oh yeah, you could tell. Look, and he's like showing how it's crumbling apart. You could tell it's pretty good. David Aloysius, he's funny. He's a funny guy. That's exactly what it was with the cornbread at Cadence.
Yeah.
But then he messaged me. He sent me a text message.
What did my text message say?
After the cornbread, he sent me a text message and says, "I'm not feeling this food."
No.
He didn't want to say it out loud, I guess, because he was in the restaurant. But he's like, "I'm not feeling this food." But it was after the cornbread. Everything else was pretty good. The sandwiches,
yeah, everything else was cool. The mac and cheese was okay. The sandwich. The sandwich tasted really good, but it was falling apart. So that's where the problem started. It was just too hard to eat and keep it together, and then the cornbread came, but the cornbread looks nice. The problem is it just looks nice, and you're like, yes, I'm gonna enjoy this.
But then it was an aftertaste.
The aftertaste was, I'm like, what's in here?
And what we had to drink were lemonade, because we don't really drink alcohol like that anymore. So
the lemonade was okay.
The lemonade was, I think it was freshly made. I'm not sure.
It was okay.
But it was good. Yeah. And the bill came out to $123 before the tip, right?
Yeah, and I gave her, I gave $20 tip, $143. Some food I didn't even like.
That's not her fault. She didn't cook it.
I know.
She was nice, the waitress, and she was pretty.
No, the waitress was nice. She was cool. No, I wasn't blaming her.
Yeah, but
I probably the 120 too. What do you mean? Not just 140, 120, same thing.
Yeah, like the prices are, up there. You look at the menu. I'm gonna clip it in. You can pause where you want to see the prices and see what they have. And as you can see in the menu, they had 2 items for dessert, which was a lemon.
What is that? Lemon meringue pie?
Right, a lemon cake with ice cream and a cobbler.
Yeah. Right,
that you wanted to try, but then you was like, you really wanted to try the cobbler.
I did.
He really did.
I didn't want to get disappointed.
and he kept saying, like, and then he looks for photos, and I'm like, just order the cobbler. I want to try the cornbread. Yeah. And then he's showing me photos. Oh, the cobbler. And then he's like, ooh, the cobbler. I was like, order the cobbler.
No, because you know why? I'm thinking about the cobbler we had at Hard Rock Casino. How that tastes.
How we had or you had?
Well, how I had. How that tastes versus me eating it vegan style. I never had it vegan, so.
You didn't want to mess it up?
Yeah, I didn't want to.
I mean, it could have been good. It's ice cream, but I didn't see the pie. It was like mostly ice cream. I'm gonna cut in a photo of the cobbler that he found. And in the photos, you can see that you see mostly ice cream and jam. You don't see mostly of the pie. So that's why I really didn't order it, because I don't know what it was really gonna look like.
Was it mostly ice cream? Like, what is it?
Right, and also I didn't want a cobbler. I wanted to try the cornbread. But he kept mentioning the cobbler. And I feel like he should have ordered it so that we could have like more to talk about.
But I did not want to be disappointed.
Right, he didn't want to disappoint himself because he's not vegan, and he had a non-vegan cobbler at Hard Rock Casino in Atlantic City. And if you guys want to see a tour of that, that's in our other page, Nick and Carmen. I'll link that below. And also we're gonna have some more videos on what I eat when we travel to Atlantic City. So stay tuned for that. So I guess this is the end of our review of Cadence restaurant here in New York City, a completely vegan restaurant. So if you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. And make sure you subscribe for more videos like this. I'm also gonna link down below our channel where we do a lot of reviews and tours of places that we visit, whether it be restaurants, hotels, and casinos.
And remember, like and subscribe.
Right.
That's
That's our ending and our other channel, right? But as we always do here in the miscellaneous vegan is always remember, be real, not perfect. Bye.
Later.
Okay. All right, so thanks for watching. Make sure you leave your questions and comments below, and always remember, be real, not perfect.
You forgot?
I forgot.
I can
Okay,
tell.
hold on.
You forgot what channel you on?
Yeah.
I know, I can tell.
Okay.
I am Nick.
And I'm Carmen. But that's what we say in our other channel.
I know, so it's funny.
Okay, so we're back. So we're
You started already?
yeah, it's already recording.